This is for you smart personal trainers that want to be able to really simply be able to build a business, to earn more money, to have more clients, to have more freedom as well. As let's be perfectly honest, there's hundreds of things that you could be doing to try and get more clients and build your business. You could be trying to get a website up and running, or set up a sales funnel, or maybe even trying to shoot videos or post on social media multiple times a day, or even try and get ads up and running. And what I'm going to take you through right now in this episode is the exact 9 systems, the 9 steps that all successful online fitness businesses need to have working, and what you're going to be able to set up by going through this. And also, if we're just meeting for the first time, hi, I'm Chris Dufay. I'm the CEO and founder of the Coaches Cartel. And really simply, we help smart fitness professionals get more clients and more freedom. Now, before we jump into this, I want you to meet Josh, a really smart coach. Someone, when we first came to me on our strategy session, he was working really hard. He was doing everything. He was doing everything right that all the gurus and PT business schools were trying to tell them. But the problem was it wasn't working for him. He was working around the clock, but he wasn't getting leads, he wasn't getting new clients, and he was really stuck with actually trying how to coach his online clients as well to make that transition. And you might be feeling the same right now, because there is a lot of conflicting advice, and that is why I want to take you through these 9 simple steps. And the way that we do this is we start with the genius model. And the first thing I want you to be able to answer, and I want you to have in mind as we go through this, is what is the goal? And really simply, we can start with what's your income goal that you want. So let's say I give you a magic wand. You wave that magic wand in 12 months from today, how much money do you want to be able to earn? And I want you to think of that as the bullseye right here now. So when I work with fitness professionals, there's 3 key areas that we focus on that really determines success. And this is the success for you. This is what I want to help you with. And it comes down to money. How much money do you want to earn from your business? 2 is impact. And that really is how many people do you want to be helping doing the work that you love? And then thirdly is freedom. What is it that your life wants to be when you build the business that is successful? How do you want to live your life? And that is what we determine as freedom. So we're going to build your business to make sure that you're going to be earning the money you want, impacting the people with the work that you love, and being able to live with freedom. So to do this, there are 3 key factors that your fitness business, my business, everyone's business needs to be able to do. And that is attract. You need to be able to attract in the right type of leads. That is who you want to be able to work with. You don't want to be working with energy vampires. You don't want to be working with tie kickers. You want to be working with the people that light you up, that you love to be able to coach and to be able to get them results. Next is you need to convert. You need the systems in place to make sure that you're converting leads into clients, so that you're actually signing clients on board and being able to help people. Because if you're not actually selling, then you've got no one to actually help in your business. And then there is deliver. When you sign a client on board, you need to be able to actually then deliver the coaching to them, the fantastic experience, not just so they come on board, but so they stay on board, and so that we can really drive a long-term successful fitness business. So for each of these areas, there are 9 drivers to make this happen. These 9 drivers are the things that you need in place. These are the systems that you need to have in place, and I want to walk you through to make sure that you know how to do this. So firstly, when it comes to attracting in leads, the first thing you need to do is you need to have a content map in place, because let's be perfectly honest, you need to get people to know who you are in the first place, and you need to differentiate yourself. You need to separate yourself from your competition. You need to get people to say, hey, I like this person, that person can solve my problems, and then they want to take the next steps with you. So effectively, the content map is, do you know how to actually produce content, and how often you need to do it, and actually how to get that content out in front of the people that are the leads that you want to be able to bring in. That's the content map system. The second is the funnel filler. So once we get people coming in, we need to be able to give them the next steps, and we need to be able to actually engineer those next steps to make that happen. So let's quickly flip this over and let's actually look at what a funnel really looks like. So there's 3 key areas to your sales funnel. There is the top of the funnel, there is the middle of the funnel, and there is the bottom of the funnel, really simply. And we just want to take them from top to bottom. Now, what happens is at the top, people are skeptical. They don't know who you are, and they're going to be super skeptical because they've probably been burnt before, and they really are unsure of what's going on. So what we need to do is in the top of the funnel, we need to be able to focus on the campaign that is audience building. We need to get more people to know who you are and to make sure they're the right people for you. Secondly, in the middle of funnel, people are going to be curious. They've seen your stuff, they probably like your stuff a little bit, but we need to make sure that we continue that relationship building. So this is where the second campaign is filling the funnel. Then the third part of your sales funnel is this is when people are hot. This is when we need to be able to use what we call application filling. We need to take them through these 3 simple steps. So when it comes to your funnel, do you have the systems in place to be able to take them through those 3 steps? Engineer those 3 steps, because if you don't, then you're probably just getting people to see your stuff and then not actually take the next steps. And we call that the friend zone at the end of the day. They see it, they like it, they might be clicking like or even commenting on your content, but they're not going into your sales pipeline. They're not really even going into the sales process. The third factor when it comes to attracting in leads is the microwave, because what happens the vast majority of the time is people are going to start the process in somewhere along your sales funnel. But the problem is they're not going to continue on down those steps. Things come up, maybe they get busy, maybe they do something else. Maybe they just didn't like what it is that you set up, but they're still slightly there. They're still curious and we have them, but we need to help them along that process. And this is where the microwave is. Really, we need to warm those leads up and then get them down those steps. So when you have this working, you're going to be able to build a bigger audience and you get them hot and ready, and you're giving them the ability to relationship build with you to then take them down the sales funnel, which means you're getting more people from the top to the bottom, which equals more clients at the end of the day. When you don't have this in place, what happens is people see your stuff and then it just kind of stops. There's a dead stop because you're not continuing that relationship building process. You're not staying top of mind for them with the things that you could do, such as building an email list. Are you pixeling them? Are you being able to get them into a group? Are you getting them into some sort of messaging system? Are you getting them into retargeting? These are the things that we need a part of this microwave system. Now, let's talk about you actually signing on clients, converting leads into clients. And the first thing that we need in place is what we call the event, which is the actual thing that needs to happen for you to be able to sign a client on. So this could be a sales page, it could be a webinar, it could be you actually having a conversation face-to-face on call or on a Zoom for you to be able to actually sign that client on board. And you've got to ask yourself, do you have the system in place that is converting 7, 8, 9 out of 10 leads into clients? Because if you don't, what's happening is you're doing the hard work of getting people from the top of the funnel down, but you're not actually getting them signed on. And this is where there is a huge leverage point. Whenever I work with a coach, we first look at this and we actually go from the bottom up. And once we start affecting and improving the event, then your sales conversions go up, then your clients go up, and your income goes up. Now, let me show you something that we call the sales pipeline, because this is the second driver when it comes to converting leads into clients. And the pipeline is critical because this is where you engineer those last little steps. This is where so many coaches lose out on signing on clients, because effectively, and we're going to use the example today of you being able to have a conversation or call or a Zoom call to sign your clients on. So what we start is it's either an ad or content that gets them into the funnel, gets them into the pipeline. Next, we need to get them to apply, which means we need to get them to be able to show them that they want to take that next process. They want to have that conversation with you and they're highly interested. Then we need to get them to choose a time in your actual calendar so that you can actually have that conversation. Then we need to warm them up. And this is really important because this bridge between them actually applying and booking in with you to actually having that first conversation with you is key, so that they actually get onto that conversation. They get onto that call with you ready, willing, and really looking forward to actually joining your program, which makes your sales so much easier. And then what we use inside the cartel is a two-step call process to actually sign those clients on board, which is really important to be able to do, and it makes it so much easier. So there's no long sales scripts. It's you actually diagnosing that first call is actually a fit or no fit. Can that person actually follow through with what you've got? Do you actually have the ability to help them? And can they take the next steps to actually get on board and sign on as a client? So this is where what happens, and we can break this down. If you're not getting people from your content or your ads to actually apply, then we call it the offer sucks, and we need to fix that part of the chain. Because remember, what we need to be able to do is work through this chain and see if there's any kinks or broken links in this chain. If we're getting people from apply to choose time, what we need is a better promise. And then If people aren't going from choosing time to the actual warm-up and they're not going through it, we need to future pace them, which really is we need to show them how you're going to be able to get them in great shape, in great health, and really improve their lives. And then what happens is if you're not getting them onto the actual call, then we just need to show them the door. You need to show them why they actually need to have this conversation. And a lot of the time it's because you're going to be able to give them what it is that they need, and you need to be able to show that. Now we need to talk about the follow-up, and this is so important because you can have plenty of leads right now. You think about it, how many leads have come to you in the last 3 months, in the last 12 months, since you've ever started your actual business? And what would happen if you've been able to convert even 50% more of those? And that's what could happen when you have a system to be able to follow up. Because when you do have a system to follow up, what you have is the people coming from the top of the funnel to the middle to the bottom, and then you're driving them through that sales pipeline. You're having so many more sales conversations, which equals more sales, which equals more clients, which equals more money. Now, let's talk about how you actually deliver your coaching as well, because there's 3 factors that you have to set up. There are 3 systems that you need. The first one is you need to launch. Most typically, a coach is going to have something that they've already kind of set up, or they're starting off from scratch. And what we need to do is revamp it. We call it, we need to upgrade in their hero program. Their hero program is their starting program so that they look like a hero to their clients, but so they can get them fast, easy results. Because your coaching program, what you do for your clients, we need to set it up to do 3 things. Number 1, we need to get your clients the best possible results. We can't ever sacrifice on that. Number 2, we need to maximize your profits so that your business is actually building as well. And then number 3, we need to minimize the amount of heavy lifting that you have in your business. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck behind your computer 24/7, and that's no fun either. The second driver as a part of your coaching system is when we get to the point to be able to create what we call your signature system. This is the actual way, the best way that you can actually use the knowledge inside of your head, all of your experience and expertise, and be able to package it in a way where we have a very profound system to be able to get your clients the results and to be able to do it in the way that really builds your business and makes your life so much easier. And then thirdly, we need to look at your entire coaching process, and we need to look at how we actually have it set up as a profit maximizer. So this is when we need to look at things such as team and tech, such as a really simple process for you to be able to have team members helping you do what you need to be able to do. Because let's be perfectly honest, this is not a one-man show. And for you to have a long-term successful business, it's highly unlikely that you can be a one-man show. And then we also need to look at technology. How can we use technology to make your life so much easier? Now, we've covered so much in this episode already, and it can kind of feel like you're drinking from a fire hose, and that's perfectly fine. Because the best next steps from here is to actually tailor make it to you. Because if we look at this genius model right now and just do a traffic lights diagnostic, which simply is, okay, red light, what systems do you not have or are not working? What is actually red? Then there's orange, which is the system you kind of have there, but it's not doing the greatest of jobs. You know it should be doing better. What's orange? And then there's green, which is what's actually working, what's great, and what you know that you can leave with because it's doing its job. What's green? So then when we do this diagnostic, now we can look at what are the projects, what are the systems that you need to put in place. And the best way for us to do this is what we do as a strategy session. This is exactly what all the other coaches that you've seen that have been successful with this system have started with. In the strategy session, we do 3 things. We figure out where are you right now? What's actually going on? Are you starting from scratch, or have you been in the industry for years? Number 2, we want to know where is it that you want to be able to go? What does success mean to you? How much money do you want to earn? Where do you want to be working from? What's the right business model for you? And then number 3, what's the straightest line for you to be able to get from where you are to where you want to be able to go? So all you need to do is click the link below, book in your free strategy session with me and my team, and we'll be able to set up your plan. And as always, thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.